I am making this video about the vegan perspective of the pro-life issue. Now, first, I just want to make a disclaimer. Obviously, I've never aborted. But my issue is I do not care about fetuses of any species. We actually terminated a cat that was early in pregnancy because cats and pets are overpopulated, just like people are overpopulated and very destructive. We have deforestation, factory farms. Look up a factory farm video. You cannot be pro-life if you support factory farms, which they suffer from birth to death, and they could only wish they were aborted before they were conscious and able to suffer. But look up factory farm videos, fish farms. We have overfishing with trawler nets, and much more. So I care about suffering first and foremost of sentient beings. Sentient means that they can feel pain, they're conscious, they're aware. Now, if someone doesn't want to have abortion, that's fine. I believe that everyone has the right to their own body, their own autonomy. That means women can simply remove what they want from their body, simply remove. I leave animals alone. That's all I consider being vegan is simply leaving animals alone. I'm not paying people to abuse them. I'm not caging them, beaking their faces, castrating, tail ear docking, force breeding, which they do in the dairy industry, the egg industry, caging them in cages the size of a file drawer to live their life, grinding up all the baby male chicks because they're not going to make eggs and they're not the type for meat. So that's why we don't eat eggs and dairy. Dairy is the veal industry. We steal it to steal their bodily fluids. We're not babies. We don't need to breastfeed from other mammals. And they also force breed them by basically shoving an arm condom in them and artificially inseminating them. So that is why. But as far as sentient life or not, I do support their cause in the respect of free birth control. I think everyone should have access to free birth control. It saves taxpayer money and lowers termination rates. I do understand that most terminations are done very, very early in the first few weeks. Later are usually, the very rare later ones are usually due to complications. But I do support free birth control. I believe anyone should be able to remove what they want from their body. People and animals are overpopulated. Look up podwaddle.com. There's 450,000 kids and teenagers in the foster care system waiting to be adopted in America, kids and teenagers. And I care about suffering of sentient life and leaving others alone. And I do want to note that meat equals world hunger. I served in the Peace Corps. It takes about 15 pounds of grains for just 1 pound of meat in return. Yes, we feed most of our crops to force-bred animals. Every 15 pounds of grains you give them, they're going to poop most out or burn it off just living. Just like if you were going to eat me and you fed me 15 pounds of grains, I'm not going to put on those 15 pounds of weight. So it's very wasteful. So I don't know how you could be pro-life and support other mammals. We are animals ourselves, but other mammals being tortured from birth to death in sick factory farms. Again, look up a factory farm video, which also contributes to world hunger, one of the leading causes of death in America, from heart disease to colon cancer to diabetes, obesity. So we have the animal cruelty of billions. Most consume 37 land animals a year. 35 of them are birds every year. So I don't know how you could be against abortion, but eat baby back ribs, Chick-fil-A, and cow or veal milk. Again, I do support free birth control, and everyone has the right to remove something from their body and the right to their own body. So, whatever your view is on it, I worry about sentient life. If you want to be both, that's perfectly fine. So, Again, to recap, I am concerned with human overpopulation, all the kids in foster care system waiting, millions of people with unmet human needs, sentient life of all species, endangered species which overpopulation is causing, factory farms where they terrorize them from birth to death, and support free birth control. Thank you.